me like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, well welcome to another Elite Dangerous video. This one, however, is not in the Zero to Hero line of gameplay videos. This, of course, yes, I'm not in a cutter already, that would be a bit weird. Basically, I'm here today to give you a bit of a lesson, and this one you might appreciate. Now, we thought as of Monday this might get patched, however it's not been. So, I suggest you come along and try it out. See what you think. I'm over here in Rhea. We'll go back and give you exact names. There'll be a link to the Reddit post, of course, that found this in my description, but we're here at Eta Orbital in the system of Rhea, which is... Here, Rhea. Rhea. Felicia Winter's headquarters. We're at Eta Orbital. We have equipped our ship with as many economy-class passenger cabins as we possibly can. We'll observe. Of course, I need to get rid of the fuel scoop, but for now this will do. Lots and lots of economy passenger cabins. We're essentially a space A380 right now. Okay? Reason? Well, this is the reason. Passenger lounge. Let's see what we've got, shall we? We're looking for jobs going to here. LQ Hydri. Now, you want the group ones, they're going to be more valuable. Not these ones going to an ignore those. Now, I may not find any on this run through the menu, but I've already gotten 2 off the board so far, so things are still working as advertised. I'm not spotting many of them right now, so things may have dropped a little bit, but there we go. 5 tourists, 800 grand. That's a nice one. Except more. They're all going to Hall of Horizons, okay? So they're all going to the same place. Once you cleared off the mission board, one logs out of whatever current gameplay mode you're in. You then go back to the menu. And you go back in to another instance. In this case, private group. Okay? You can do the same thing with open play. You'll go back to solo and do it again. Cycle through instances into the passenger cabin, passenger lounges, and fill your ship with as many of those assignments as you possibly can. For the record, this is my main account. This is why the money in the ships are a little bit different. But we are looking for our LQ Hydri jobs. No group ones there. There's another one, 1.6. Now, I'm not allied with these factions. You get far more when you're allied, okay? So, obviously, if I was to keep doing this, I would become allied. I'd get more jobs, bigger numbers of passengers, more profit. And these can be disgusting. You can make 25, 30 million a run. Now, I did this on my Zero to Hero account this weekend because I'd reached a point where I was like, well, I'm now in a situation where I'm trying so hard to grind cash using the methods I showed people that I'm actually not benefiting from this. I'm busting my ass to get credits so I can show you the next thing I want to kind of show people and the next step of kind of working your way around things now, knowing what we know. And it felt like, you know what, if I just generate some credits using this little place, it's like the new Quince, it's like the new thingy mines one, these pop up all the time in Elite. Quick credit cruises, basically, and it ends up being very cheap. I mean, this is a rich tourist. You can take a couple of these. They're not a big deal. Just make sure you throw them in an appropriate cabin to not waste too much space. There we go. That's another good one. In. But yeah, so I used this with my Zero to Hero account because I wanted to basically... Oh, there you go, 4.7 million. Nom nom nom. I basically wanted to have enough credits to show you what I want to show you guys, like how to engineering, how to make it quicker and easier, how to really understand, you know, how different things work, because it's turned Rebels, lol, okay, it's turned into more of a teach people series, which I'm really enjoying, actually. I'm really liking the fact it's become a teaching series. And okay, so that's that. We'll do one more run through solo play, and we'll find what we've got, and we'll just do a run. It's not full, but it shows you the basics of what we're looking at here. Get back into the game. But you can go and do this. Once you're going to get used to cycling through the menus, it becomes very fast. And at peak game time, sometimes the passenger lounge menu will lag a little bit because so many people are here doing it. I'll show you the traffic report in a second. There you go. More. What have we got here? Anybody else? They'll do. Like I said, these aren't the highest paying jobs to and from this station, but without being allied on my main account, it's the best I'll get. So, okay, we've run through there. So it's time to leave. We're launching. We are going here. You don't even need to go to the galaxy map. Cycle down to about 13 light years. Hydri. Lock. So basically we are going to want to have a ship. If you're coming here with a smaller ship and you want to do this, I recommend, you can use a Cobra with passenger cabins. You won't make as much per trip, but you can still do it. I recommend though, you're using something like a Type 6. Fill it with a bunch of economy class passenger cabins. It has to be economy class ones. And do what I've been doing. Fill your ship as you take... God damn it, Cutter! Stop it! I swear to God, Cutter drifts.
Do not loiter in this area, Commander. Move away.
Fuck my life. The Cutter is the chem block of space. It just drifts. It's fast though. Very fast. I've just not flown something this big in a while. It's been very weird. But we head off to Hydri. Like I say, you need something, just fill it with economy class cabins, that's all you need. You do need one slot though, which is cargo. 4 or 8 slots of cargo is all you need. Some of these missions will give you cargo. You need to accept it to complete the mission. Doesn't matter. Okay? Once you get the cargo it gives you from the missions, just sell it off in the commodities market when you're at the station. Cash in more of them. Nice and easy, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to jump here. Now don't be daunted, it's a 14,000 light second cruise from the star to the station. And during that time you'll get a bunch of messages. Now either they will be notifications from passengers saying, hey, you know what? I'd rather go here instead. Ignore them. It is not worth your time. Here we go. All Horizons. It is not worth your time to go where they want to go. The profit increase is too small. Don't bother. Just say no. Okay? Just say no, kids. You'll get messages from people saying, oh, there might be ships coming after us. Ignore it. If you get interdicted, low wake, so submit, boost, jump back out again and carry on. Easy. If you get offers of slavery, just ignore them. Just say no. Just say no. You're going here. You're JetBlue. Your passengers are going where you land. They have no choice in the matter, okay? So, we're going to cruise on to All Horizons, and we will be dropping off our passengers. Sometimes there's a weird glitch with this where you'll get a couple of missions to hand in, and it won't let you hand in other ones. Go back to the cockpit, like we see now, where it lets you choose return to surface launch, starport services, then go back into starport services, go back to passenger lounges, and hand in the other ones. Like I said, some of them will give you cargo. You can accept as much cargo space as you've got, and then sell it off. Carry on. More runs you do, the more profit you'll make. As soon as you can upgrade your ship to something like a Type 7, full of cargo, passenger cabins, do so. And then bigger. On my Zero to Hero account, I went from having an ASP to a flipping beluga liner. I'm not even kidding. I made 400 million credits off this weekend. Which isn't as much as some people have made. A friend of mine made $1 billion. He went to Trade Elite in one weekend. Does this take the fun out of the game? Now we talk about the ethical side of things whilst we're cruising. Is this unethical? No. The missions are in the game. If someone's managed to find it, cool. They don't pop up very often and they're always in obvious places. So if someone notices it and shares it, that's cool. It takes the grind out of a very grindy game, for sure. If you enjoy the grind, don't do it. If you don't enjoy the grind, do it. Choice is yours. It does mean that it leads to the symptom of what we call Quincy condas, or now probably Rhea condas, where you'll see people with low combat ranks cruising around in big warships. Yeah, that's always going to be a thing. People get money, people buy a ship and think they're a hard ass. See a mostly harmless anaconda, it's probably going to be flown by a Muppet. See what I mean? He wants to go somewhere else. Nope, that's a... Oh no, people are coming after me. Don't worry, you're fine. We're in a cutter. But the ethics are, to me, quite simple. If you want to grind, grind. If you don't want to grind, when these things come up, feel free to use it. This won't be the first, it won't be the last. My recommendation is keep your eyes on the Elite Dangerous Reddit page. I'll be linking to the post by the original author who found this trick, if you will, in my description. Like I say, keep an eye on the main Elite Dangerous Reddit. These things pop up now and again. And if you want to basically get enough credits to A-rate your modules and then go off and spend your time grinding through engineering instead, by no means should you feel bad. Go and do it. In fact, the next couple of videos I'll be doing on this will be how to engineer, what to engineer, best ways of engineering, things like that. So, to do that I had to have A-rated modules, and I didn't fancy going off and engineering a Cobra, which I'd probably not use again. So, I've not got an Anaconda, no. I've not gone straight to big. I have a Python, but I'm trying to work up my Fed rank. I showed you how to start doing that, and obviously doing something like this means you have plenty of credits to donate for Fed rank, so you can go up that side of things very quickly if you want to. So there is that. And Imperial, not so much. That's a different system. We'll look at that at another point in time. But it's going to be much harder to do Imperial rank now. They've basically stopped stacking of missions. And that is a point. The 2.4 update's out, and it's good. The Thargoids are here, finally. And, of course, the first people to kill the horrible evil aliens that have been murdering commanders left, right and centre were PvP players. Smiling Dog Crew, shout out to those boys. Whacked the first Thargoid, of course they did. The people who are used to fighting, you know, really tough people, aka players, no, I don't want to bother with slavery, sod off. The people used to killing people killed the alien. I'm not really surprised, honestly. These guys have got ships designed for the most brutal combat, and they brought it down. They also worked out how to solo them. It is possible. So, we now know how to kill them. No one ever said the PvP community never did anything for Elite in the past. A niggling part of me said, at the back of my mind, it would be the PvP players that would be the front line when the Thargoids arrived, and I've not been wrong. Now, PvE players, hey, maybe learn some tricks and tips from them. They've put up videos of them fighting the Thargoids already, and it's working, so we know how. Time for us all to go out and stand shoulder to shoulder. None of this PvE versus PvP, PvP versus PvE rubbish. Let's go stand shoulder to shoulder and go on a bug hunt. Because to tell you what, it's looking fun. But to bug hunt, one first needs credits. And this isn't a bad way of doing it. Now, there was some issues with some insanely overpriced missions, which FDev said they'd roll back. These do not count. These are well below the number they suggested. Missions they'll be rolling back is anything that's over 30 million credits for the mission. So if you get a mission like that, don't take them. You'll not get the money from it. You won't find any of those here, though, so you should be fine. Let's drop in at Hollow Horizons, and we'll do the end part of this run. And you can see just how well this works. Where's the entrance? There it is. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but on the left-hand side of my hood, you see the little space station symbol. Notice the arrows. They point down. They show you which end the entrance is on. Let's go. Stop drifting, Ken Space Block. Come on. Yeah, I'm so not used to flying the cutter. This thing feels like a space brick. Which, considering this has level 5 dirty drives, that's a bit of a concern. Pad 39. Let's get in here without toast racking ourselves.
Scan detected.
Oh god, there it is. Oh, it's right on the inside. Bring it down. And we'll offload our sardines. I mean passengers.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean paying customers. Not sardines at all. Not that my ship has looked this weekend like a Japanese subway with people with brooms pushing people into cabins. Right, let's get down here and
Landing
to our
complete.
passenger lounges.
Deploying ground services.
Okay, handing contracts. I was on what, 76? 376 before. Watch this skyrocket. I don't know why it has to send me a message every time I complete a mission now. It's kind of irritating. This is what I mean about the mission board lagging, by the way. Come on. No, I don't want to transport your shitty tourists. Okay, we go back to the cockpit, we go back to starport services, back to the passenger lounges, hand in more of our passengers. Do we have anything that's been dumped on us? Yes, we do. But you know what? I've got space, so I'm going to keep that for now. Gonna have to rinse and repeat this step of going back to the cockpit and back in again a couple of times. But then we get to the point where we just hand the rest of these ones in. We'll see how many we've got left. 3 missions left. Back in one more time, hopefully. Oh yes, and with 2.4 they released sunglasses and jackets for outfits now. So yes, my pilot is rocking some aviator shades because it's space and it's basically always night. So I want my sunglasses. Come on. Give me the passenger lounges. Yeah, there's people humping the crap out of these missions, so it's a little busy. But that's basically an easy 10 million or so there, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I actually do have to sell off this cargo, which seems ridiculous, but there you go. These. Let me just check these are actually going to the same place. Yeah, they are. Oh, I don't have data capacity. That's another thing to consider, is you will need data space. What can I get rid of? Ditch some of those. Ditch some of these. Don't need them. Have loads. Yeah, so if you don't have data capacity, you can't get the mission to hand in, okay? Just as a warning. So we drop off these jobs. We had 376 million before this, and easy 20 million. I'm not even allied yet. I'm not even allied. I'm barely friendly. In fact, I'm cordial with most of those factions, okay? Easy 20 million. Granted, it's a cutter, which holds 130 people. The Beluga held 150, and you don't need rank to run one of those. And that only cost 120 to build. So after 5 or 6, 7, 8 runs, 10 runs, 20 runs, you'll end up with enough money to build a Beluga filled with economy seats, run back and forth, and generate credits. Literally, you go straight back. You don't bother taking missions back because nothing goes directly back to Ito Orbital. So just dead head back. It is that simple. Of course, the new 2.4 irritating passenger messages are there, which we're going to ditch, of course. Because we don't want those. Boring. Don't care. Go away. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Gone. Well, this has been your public service announcement here from the world of Elite Dangerous. Rhea, Ito Orbital, LQ Hydri, Hollow Horizons, economy passenger cabins, lots of missions going here. Ignore any terms and conditions they may plead at you during the flight. Come straight here, go straight back, profit. Dirty, dirty profit. And it means the game is less grindy. Or if you want to do PvP, more rebuys. Because nothing scares you more than losing enough money to buy your ship back or running out of credits. If you want to PvP with impunity and not be afraid of blowing up, have credits. It lets you go out there and just learn. That's the biggest thing that put people off PvP, is the fear of, you know, dying and it actually mattering. With this, you have enough. So yes, this has been your public service announcement from LQ Hydri here at Hall of Horizons. I've been Commander Firekitten. I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.